go global and so on and so forth. For all of this, we take no equity. We don't charge any money. What we do is we provide them, used to until now, and maybe that will change, about $500,000 of cloud credits. So you can use $500,000 worth of cloud for about 3 years or so on and so forth. That was the previous program. That is going to change very soon, and but there will still be that. So the idea here is to keep it as frictionless as possible. So we don't want the startup to worry that, okay, is there a problem with going through this arrangement? What does it mean for us? And we also didn't want to impose upon this thing, because for us it's a learning experience. We find people solving certain educational problems in the education space in a very different way, IoT space, blockchain, lots of things. How do we know how people are using it? One is to build our technologies and wait for people to use it, or get into the world of the people who are actually using these technologies and seeing how they are doing it, what are the issues they are facing in the markets, what are the concerns that they need help with, and from that process understand how to better our technologies and better our business models. So that's what this one is for. So there is no commercial agreement.
Is it mandatory for the startups to use the Microsoft platform?
Yeah. So lots of us are from services company background. What's the key challenge in morphing from services to so for services company, productization and IP is a way of non-linearizing your revenue, right? We really don't want to become product companies, but we do what थोड़ा सा product का तड़का होना चाहिए revenue non-linearly scale, because it's very hard to give up the comfort of. So what do you think is the bottleneck? Is it the mind share of the leadership, or is it DNA of the company itself that's morphing? Or have you seen successful examples of? I know, for example, in Bangalore there was this company which used to acquire and build a lot of IP through the service cloud. So, in your opinion, what advice would you give us?
You know the answers yourself, right? It is both. It's both the market, so the mind share of these, the way the mindset of these founders of the companies. It's very hard to get out of that after a certain time, and also the DNA of the company. So if you are always thinking, I need to, just make my revenues, make my payrolls, and so on and so forth, that puts you into a certain way of thinking. You're not thinking about, okay, this market opportunity exists for the next 2-3 years. How do I, build a product for this thing? How do I raise money very quickly, take full advantage of this market opportunity, and potentially, exit this for maybe $50-60 million? It's a different mindset altogether, right? So some people cannot, make that leap happen at all, which is fine. If it's a good services company, profitable, that's all fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you really, really are hungry to make the other thing happen, then you have to start thinking in a very, very different way. And that's what I gave you that example about, how I had to actually throw away things from their plate of things to do. They said, only do this and do this extremely well, which was a very different way of saying from what they were thinking. Let me do so many things that something or the other will work all the time so that I can make some revenues. Right? It's a very different way of thinking. The way you organize yourself, the way you create leadership, the way you motivate the employees, the kinds of people that you hire, everything changes.
Any other questions? I think we need to close the session now. Raviji, we've had a wonderful session. I've personally learned a lot, and I can say that for the other members as well. It's very, very enlightening. I would request Alokji, please give us a vote of thanks and help us close it.
Thank you very much. I think you've been here before, so it's our privilege to have you for the second time.
in town, and we'd love to see more of you. And we have a bunch of different things that we do here, I believe. I was slightly late, so I'm hoping somebody educated you on all the things that we're doing within the TiE ecosystem. We ran a fairly successful hackathon